if we continue, guys, about here, look what he said in his video. This is his video, let me play. Wrote the name of Abraham like this, with an E. Here's an E, here's no E, you see it? So, which one is correct? Muslims say, Allah.
No, my brother, they are both correct.
So, look, he's calling me brother, while the Quran, guys, the Quran is telling them, don't even try to be friends. How am I a brother if you are not even allowed to be a friend with a Christian like me?
Remember when I showed you Quran chapter 60 verse 8 to verse 9, where it says, okay, that Allah does not forbid you from being kindly and justly to those who do not fight you because of religion and do not expel you from your homes. Allah only forbids you to take as allies or as friends those who fight you because of religion and expel you from your homes, meaning physical war, that you should not be allies with them. And whoever takes them as allies is those who are the wrongdoers. But this is your Bible, my friend. This is what your God, your teaching is. It's 2 Chronicles chapter 6 verse 14. It says, do not team up with those who are unbelievers. How can righteousness be a partner with wickedness? How can light live with darkness? Right? This is your own Bible saying that. Who are you? Again, you're practicing taqiyya. And when you claim that, Jesus loves his enemies, he told you to turn your cheek to those who insult you, right? And those who persecute you. You should not reply to them in a harsh manner. But you are a liar because inside you hate the Muslims, but outside you claim that you love them. This is why you call me son of Muta and son of donkey, which is you are the son of Muta and the son of donkey. And you are the one not following the teaching of your Jesus, so that means you are practicing taqiyya. And now you're going to go on and explain what Jesus really meant by that, which means that Jesus was contradicting himself.
Guys, I did not talk about the meaning, right? Here, I was not talking about the meaning. I was telling you that the Quran of Allah, guys, and we are talking about the Hafs, right, guys? This is the Hafs. This is not Warsh, this is not Qalun, this is the Hafs Quran, the recitation by Hafs. The original Quran is gone. There is no Quran anymore, guys. This is the recitation only. And we know that this recitation is only started to appear.
Maybe you can tell us when the Hebrew vowels were added in the old earliest manuscripts of the Hebrew Bible. Maybe you can tell us when. And maybe you can say that if they were added afterwards to make the pronunciation more better, because Hebrew is the same as Arabic, right? The tashkil in Hebrew were added later in the earliest manuscripts of the Bible, just like the Arabic Quran, the earlier manuscripts, they were added in the earlier ones, right? The tashkil, they were in the Uthmani script. Tashkil are in the Uthmani script. And now, as I want to say again, this guy is completely a liar because he does not even know Arabic at all. Okay, he makes many mistakes in Arabic. Now he tries to identify mistakes. I'm gonna challenge this guy to tell me what is a damir muttasil and damir munfasil, and I want him to name me more than one. Okay, try to put them in a sentence, and we'll see if this guy is good at it. Plus, I want this guy to tell me that what's the difference between, because he spelled fi in the Quran as fihi. I want him to tell me what's the difference between fihi and fi. Which one is the harf jar? Okay, and I want to test him, right? I want to see if he knows. Anyway, let us continue watching this fool.
I challenge you to show me the original house. You don't have it. You have the Quran from 1924.
Wallahi, this idiot is a liar. Wallahi, this idiot is a liar. The Hafs Quran does exist, okay? And if this guy is saying that it does not exist, let's keep in mind that the companions of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ were memorizers of the Quran. Can you tell me which was the first memorizer of the Quran? Which companion of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was the first memorizer of the Quran? And it is Uthman ibn Affan. He was the one who memorized the Quran fully. The first companion of Prophet ﷺ who memorized the Quran fully. Okay? And even though it is still memorized, he wrote it in his Uthmani script. We still have the Uthmani script. But there is the Hafs script. But if he wants to argue that it does not exist, then I'll tell him, okay, there is an Uthmani script. Then it does exist. Okay? And it does not have any mistakes. And the Qurans that we use today is dated back to the Uthmani script, the earliest manuscripts of the Quran.
About a name, and you can write a name, guys. You can write a name only in one correct written name, right, guys? Either it's going to be with an E, or sorry, with E without an E, or E with an E.
No, 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 no.
Can I write?
Wallahi, this guy is stupid. I want him to also tell me that if Ibrahim is spelled the same as Ibrahim, okay? And I want him to also tell me if Ibrahim here is the same person as Ibrahim here. And as I said, there were places in the Quran which the words were left the same as they are, but when the Arab generation changed, the people started to make the letter as ya. Okay, there's other places in the Quran where they actually started to write as well. It's Ibrahim. They added the ya because the Arabic language updated from time to time. Okay, and as I said, the Arabic language, this is a mad here. This is a mad here. Ibrahim. Okay, here's the mad as well. But today, you can see the mad how it is in some manuscripts of the Quran like that, which means there's when there's a mad, it's ra, right? The ra has Rahim, right? With a fatha and a ra meaning a mad, Ibrahim. But today, even Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Ar-Rahman, you know the man, right? Ar-Rahman in in the man in Ar-Rahman. Okay, it has this. It does not have a mad. But today you can write with a mad as well, and you can write like this, right? But of course, this guy is an idiot. He's just making himself a laugh. My dude, Rob, debate your first Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 in your Bible when it says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." Okay, the word in here was, I think it's Barushit bara Elohim, right? It should be Barushit baru Elohim. That's the correct pronunciation. With your punctuation, even everything in your Bible, the Hebrew Bible, is also corrupt. They have, no proper grammar, no proper punctuation, pronunciations, anything. Just check that. Okay, they don't even have proper vowels at times. And by this,
guys, the Quran has been evolved. The Quran, yes, correct. The Quran has.
No, not the Quran. The Arabic language, just like English. You have the King James version of the Bible. They say the T-H-E-E means you in modern day English. You have the Shakespeare English, the Old English, which is hard to pronunciate. So people have made it better, okay, for the English language to be understood much better in the early days, because nobody speaks Shakespeare English today. They say Shakespeare English is the most hardest English to understand. This is when you're in an English class, you want to study English, the hard English, the true English, you should go to the Shakespeare type. But through modern day, the translations have even adapted. So now we don't use anymore for thee, we say for you instead of thee, okay, to make it easier. And this is not the Quran evolving, this is the Arabic language evolving. And the Quran came in Arabic, right? Memorized in Arabic. And the Arabic letters were written and they were evolved from time to time. So, Yabna Umma, Ya Ibna Umma. Okay? It's the same exact thing. Because this, I don't, guys, you see this, it does not have a alif. It does not have like the thing on top, the alif for this mad. So, it's pronounced Yabna Umma. Right? If it had an alif here, it would be pronounced Ya Ibna Umma. Okay? Here, Yabna Umma. See that? Yabna. Yabna. Here, Yabna. It's not pronounced Ya Ibna, it's Yabna. Yabna Umma. Okay? Here, Yabna Umma. Similar. Okay?
Without an alif, here with an alif.
Exactly. This is how Arabic language is evolved, my brother. You can say Rahman without an alif and write it like this. Rahman. In the alif place, you can write it like this. With this. This is exactly Sahir. There's a mad here. Sahir. If this did not exist, it would be sihr or sahir, right? So you should not, if this does not exist, it should be sahr, which is not correct. Sahir. Okay? Sahir. The mad evolved from generation to generation. Even though it's the same verse, but of course it's still exactly the same in different manuscripts of the Quran. It can be written differently, right? But it's still pronounced the same. There's no change in it. Plus, the definition has not changed as well. For example, this guy doesn't know the Egyptian Arabic. In the Egyptian Arabic, my brother, if you write Masri, Okay, if you write Masri in Egyptian, if you write the word Masri in Egyptian, the ya does not have two dots on the bottom. It has a kasra to show that it's Masri, because it's how Egyptian language in Arabic has evolved there. The Kufian manuscript, for example, the Arabic dialect is different, right? You have, for example, as well, Musa, the name Musa, in some manuscripts it's pronounced Musi. Musi. Okay, it does not really change the thing, but the dialect of the Arab, because there's lots of Arab countries today, the dialect is different but does not change the meaning at all. The fa, for example, right? Not the fa. The word Masri written in regular Arabic, right? Like regular Arabic Fusha, you must place two dots on the top, on the bottom of ya. It should be pronounced Masri. But in Egyptian, if you write Egyptian type of Fusha, they do not include the two dots in the ya of Masri. They only include a kasra to show that it's pronounced Masri. So this guy does not even know anything in Arabic, does not know the differences between the Kufian type of Arabic. He doesn't even know that the Medinian dialect of Arabic was different than the Meccan dialect of Arabic long ago, even in Fusha. When the people were in Medina, they start to say the Quran should be written in the Qurayshi dialect, because it was revealed in the Qurayshi dialect, and the Prophet Muhammad is from Quraysh, and therefore he speaks a Qurayshi dialect. It must be written this way. So even the pronunciation or the dialects between the Meccan and the Medinian were different. But however, if they speak the same word, it does not change the meaning at all. So this area is saying no word in the Quran, not one word is changed. Can you tell me how this is changed in this? Can you tell me in this verse of the Quran where it says sihr instead of sahir, right, like this, and where it says sahir here, but here it says sihr? It doesn't, because it's pronounced the same and the same exact meaning. So it does not change the word, nor does it change its meaning. So it's never been changed. Okay, if this was sihr, then and this sahir, then it would be called, then this is changed. But this is sahir. If you wanted sihr, this should go on bottom, kasra, sihr. Okay, so you're wrong again.
Guys, ayah 9. Right? Look what he's going to say and try not to laugh. عزروه وتوقروه وتسبحوه بكرة وأصيلا. Right? So you have to believe in Allah and His Messenger, and you have to assist Muhammad, the Rasul, in battle. You have to honor and respect him, and you have to glorify him every morning and evening.
Okay, so this is the.
Listen carefully, guys.
Most people get confused then, especially the Christians who don't know Arabic, like Arab Christian.
Yeah.
لتؤمنوا بالله, so that you should believe in Allah. ورسوله, رسوله with a ha means, goes back that he is the messenger of Allah, belonging to Allah. Okay, رسوله.
But Abdul, Allah has also here a kasra, right?
Wallahi, this idiot is stupid. Okay, he has a kasra, habibi. Okay, because rasulihi here with a kasra, it belongs to Allah. وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ belongs to Allah. وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ belongs to rasulihi here with a ha and kasra, meaning he belongs to Allah. وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ is not saying the Prophet, it's saying about Allah. You should believe in Allah and His Messenger. Let me give you another example. In Surah Al-Baqarah, آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه. Next verse, كل آمن بالله وملائكته, he meaning the angels belonging to Allah. وَرُسُلِهِ meaning Allah's Prophet. The ha in the end going back to Allah's messengers. وَكُتُبِهِ, كُتُبِهِ, not say the kitab, said كُتُبِهِ meaning the books of Allah. The Bible, they belong to Allah. The Bible, the Injil, the Quran. لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله, not رسوله, or not for example, if you say لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله, we do not differentiate of any of his, who's his, meaning Allah, messengers. Okay, we do not differentiate between any of his messengers, meaning Allah's messenger. So this idiot clearly, I think he misunderstood me. وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ, and you give him victory. In Surah Al-Fatih as well, it says, إِن تَنْصُرُوا اللَّهَ يَنْصُرْكُمْ, right? If you give victory to Allah, or meaning support, Allah will support you as well. So it does not really, Nasr does not really have to mean support or assistance, right? If you support Allah, meaning you strive in His cause and you do what He ordered you, He will repay you. Okay, in the same manner. You can see any also other, whoever gives a goodly loan to Allah. It does not really literally mean giving a goodly loan, meaning paying Allah's money. No, but that means doing good. من ذا الذي يقرض الله قرضا حسنا يضاعفه له. Allah will increase the loan back to him. Giving him a reward. يضاعفه له. Okay. So exactly this idiot, and we'll show this idiot how he's a liar. I want a Christian robber, okay, a Christian robber. Do you know any قواعد عربية? So let me show you guys what this idiot is trying to say, okay? So here, لتؤمنوا. تؤمنوا is فعل. It's a verb جمع. It's talking about plural. لتؤمنوا is not for only one person, it's for all the people, all the Muslims, okay? It's for plural. It is a fi'l, it's a verb, because to believe in something, that means you should believe, right? It's something, it's an action done. Billahi is a ism, or in two brackets, lafz al-jalala, okay? It's majroor, okay? It's majroor. Now, waw is adat ataf. So wow here in the middle is adat ataf. Let me make it bigger to explain it for you guys. Sure, because this guy is an idiot, not sure it's well on the screen. I just have to wait till this loads. So here billahi, you can see there's a kasra, wa rasulihi, wa here, okay, and meaning and, it's called adat ataf. So the adat ataf here, meaning that Allah is ma'tufun alayh, wa rasulihi is the ma'tuf. Okay, and this is the adat ataf. Okay, so that means the Rasul is belonging to Allah. Wa, another adat ataf. Wa tu'azziruhu. Okay, so now we go to wa tu'azziruhu is fi'l mufrad. Okay, fi'l mufrad. Wa tuwaqqiruhu. Okay, wa tusabbihuhu. These are singular verbs. You assist Allah. Okay. وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ وَتُسَبِّحُ, and to glorify him. Glorification meaning you're doing an action. These go back to the verb in Arabic. They go back to the verb which is لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ. Okay, they go back here. لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ. These singular verbs cannot mean the Rasulihi. Okay, this here, these singular are verbs. They go back لِتُؤْمِنُوا. Okay. So we can see it's a fi'l mufrad. We can see here, for example, this is a fi'l mufrad. Okay, fi'l. This is a fi'l mufrad as well, singular. And this is a fi'l as well, singular. Okay. This is adat ataf in between them. Lakin, these three are verbs in the Arabic language. They go back to لِتُؤْمِنُ. Okay. They go back to tu'minu. لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ, meaning Allah. So that you believe in Allah. They go back to tu'minu, so that means all these are for Allah. Okay? وَرَسُولِهِ, meaning him. Because remember guys, here is billahi. It did not say لِتُؤْمِنُوا وَاللَّهُ. Okay, here it says لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Rasulihi goes back to Allah. Belonging to Allah. The ha in the end is mufrad, going back to Allah. Okay? وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ. Who? The mu'mins are doing ta'azzur. Okay, وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ وَتُسَبِّحُهُ. لِتُؤْمِنُوا here is a plural. Here these are singular. لِتُؤْمِنُوا is a verb. The verbs in the Arabic language go back to the verb, which is for Allah. لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ. And we can also see that by Ibn Abbas. Who are you compared to Ibn Abbas, the one who speaks Arabic? We're going to go to Tafsir Ibn Kathir and we'll show this idiot. So guys, now we are here in this verse. Okay, this is Tafsir Ibn Kathir, by the way. Okay, Tafsir Ibn Kathir, the strongest tafsir. And we're going to check the strongest of the ulama, Ibn Abbas, what he says about this. Okay, this is Surah Al-Fath, chapter 48 of the Quran, verse 9. لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ وَتُسَبِّحُوهُ بُكْرَةً وَأَصِيلًا. This means here لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ. قال Ibn Abbas وغير واحد. Okay, Ibn Abbas said تُعَظِّمُوهُ, meaning to glorify Allah. Okay, or ta'zim of Allah. We can give him like ta'zim, saying Allahu Akbar, for example, to show greatness to him. وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ مِنَ التَّوْقِيرِ وهو الاحترام. It means to respect Allah. والإجلال والإعظام. That's also meaning that you should respect him and give him like superiority. وتسبحوه أي تسبحون الله بكرة وأصيلا. Okay. أي أول النهار وآخره. Okay. ثم قال عز وجل لرسوله تشريفا له وتعظيما وتكريما. Okay. Okay. تعظيما له وتكريما. Which is also different than the previous one. Okay. 1477. Let's go here. Let's go. And this guy is saying وَتُعَزِّرُهُ, meaning to assist Allah, meaning by giving him victory. Okay, by assisting him and obeying him. Okay. So there's a verse in the Quran that says وَمَا النَّصْرُ إِلَّا مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ, that the Nasr, the victory is only from Allah. No one can support himself. Okay. Lakin Nasr can also have another meaning in the Arabic, which means if you assist Allah or support him by by following his orders, okay, or commandments during war. Okay. Or so here we understand as well, because let me give you another example. Ud'u, for a person who asks Allah. When you ask Allah, that means you ask him in a type of worship. But when Allah is asking you, or I mean when you call upon Allah, okay, when you ask Allah to give you, okay, He gives you, right? When you ask Him, this is a type of prayer. But when Allah calls upon you, okay, it's not like He's praying to you. No, He's actually ordering you what to do, right? So there's also there's a difference also between the calling of a human to Allah, meaning worship, and the calling to Allah on the human. Okay, so here in the Quran, chapter 47 of the Quran, verse 7, it says, "O you who have believed, if you support Allah, He will support you and plant firmly your feet." Meaning, if you assist Allah in this manner. Here it says, "Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, in tansurullaha yansurkum wa yuthabbit aqdamakum." Okay, in tansuru, if you help Allah, by meaning if you support Allah, He will help you. He will support you as well. وَيُثَبِّتْ أَقْدَامَكُم. This is the way of the Arabic language. And I also explained before, مَنْ ذَا الَّذِي يُقْرِضُ اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا فَيُضَاعِفْهُ لَهُ. Right? Whoever gives Allah a good loan by doing good, Allah will increase his good loan back to him by giving him back this good loan in the way that the human will receive it. Okay? So it does not mean giving a loan to Allah by paying. No, by doing good, Allah will do good back to you. Okay, He will bless you, He will support you, He will be with you, He will protect you, right? So exactly this is how the Arabic language works. But this Christian robber who doesn't even know how to read the captive verse in Arabic is trying to explain in Arabic. And we're not using taqiyya, my bro. You're the one who's using taqiyya. And I will show how he's using a taqiyya.
Doesn't mind.
Doesn't
That's
mind.
not the problem here. It says لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Right? Yes, that's what the text says. But if you continue reading, and guys, I'm going to show you that he's not talking about the grammar.
Wait a minute. Billahi wa rasulihi, they are asma. They are names. Okay? So they are not verbs. Okay? The Rasul is belonging to Allah. These are asma. Okay? This لِتُؤْمِنُوا is a verb. Allah has a singular. Okay? This here, لِتُؤْمِنُوا, is a plural. So to you who believe in Allah and His Messenger, Allah is belonging back to Allah. وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ. Okay, وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ is a singular. It's not for both as well. وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ وَتُسَبِّحُوهُ. Okay, these are singular verbs. They are verbs, and the ha belongs to Allah. It goes back to Allah. So these are singular verbs. These singular verbs go back to what in the Arabic language? A verb goes back to a verb, right? It goes back to tu'min because it's the verb. Because the believers are the one who are doing glorification, and who are the one who are doing ta'azzur, assisting Allah. وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ, right? Allah is speaking to the believers. وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ, O believers. وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ, and to glorify Him, O believers, right? You're the ones who's doing this. So this is a plural verb of the believers. The verb here is for the believers. They're the ones who are glorifying Allah, for example, and assisting Him, right? So and this verb goes back. These verbs go back to who? To Him, because they are the ones who are doing tasbih, glorifying who? Billahi, glorifying Allah. Okay, and the messenger belongs to Allah. So Allah's name is Lafz al-Jalala, right? Allah's name is a name, okay, it ends with a ha. But Rasulihi, without the ha is Rasul. But with the ha, it means the Rasul belongs to someone, meaning who? Allah. وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ meaning who? Allah. وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ meaning Allah. وَتُسَبِّحُهُ meaning Allah. These are verbs, actions of those who believe, so that you may glorify Him, O believers, right? So these are the actions of the believers. These are verbs. لِتُؤْمِنُوا also means you shall believe, O believers, right? So that you may believe in Allah, right? Belief is also it's a verb, it's an action, right? To believe in Allah. How do we believe in Allah? We glorify Him, we assist Him, and we do whatever He tells us to obey Him, right? So لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ, in Allah. It does not say لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِالرَّسُولِ. It says لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ. Then it says وَرَسُولِهِ. They put wa. رَسُولِهِ, adding a ha at the end, meaning the Rasul belongs to Allah. Okay? If I say هذا له, هذا القلم له, okay? That means this pencil is for him. Okay? So exactly here, these are singular. The actions of the believers, they are singular. Actions of the believers meaning verb, because the tu'minu here meaning to believe, so that you may believe. This that for going back to the believers, they are actions, singular actions. But who, the ha in the end, is Allah. That doing all these things to Allah alone. Okay? وَتُسَبِّحُوا بُكْرَةً وَأَصِيلًا, in the daytime, in the morning time, and in the evening.
Mistake. This is the grammatical mistake that I'm trying to explain.
Habibi, you don't even know any grammatical mistake in the Arabic language. Okay? And I will prove it. In the Arabic language, Habibi, does the verb تُسَبِّحُوا go back to the name? Rasuli is not a verb. It's a name. These 1, 2, 3, they go back لِتُؤْمِنُوا. They are verbs. They go back لِتُؤْمِنُوا, so that you may believe. لِتُؤْمِنُوا is a verb. Do what? Billahi. Okay? These are the believers. لِتُؤْمِنُوا, so that you believe. How do you believe? By تُعَزِّرُوهُ وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ, and by glorifying Him. Right? To assist Him, honor Him, and glorify Him. You honor Allah as well. By doing ta'zim. Ta'zim means to honor somebody. Okay? For example, عظم شخص شخص, okay? That means a person has, made a person so great. He said so many good things about him, or honored him into a state that he is honoring this person, right? So billahi is lafz al-jalala. Rasulihi belong to Allah. Okay? وَتُعَزِّرُوهُ is singular. وَتُوَقِّرُوهُ is singular. وَتُسَبِّحُوهُ is singular. Who is this going back to? They are verbs, actions. They go back to لِتُؤْمِنُوا, to another what? In the Arabic language, where does the verb go back to? A verb. Okay? Which is billahi, Allah. Okay? Because already the Rasul belongs to Allah. Okay? So these all things should be back to Allah. لِتُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ. Okay? For example, I give the كُلٌّ آمَنَ in Surah Al-Baqarah. كُلٌّ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ. I'll give an example right now. So according to Rob Christian, he's going to read this in chapter 2 of the Quran, verse 285. According to his logic, he's going to translate this as آمَنَ الرَّسُولُ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ رَبِّهِ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. He's going to translate this, okay, as the messenger has believed to everything that has come down from his Lord, and the messenger has believed in the believers. No. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه, that the messenger has believed from whatever has come down from his Lord. والمؤمنون, and the believers have also believed in whatever came down from their Lord. Okay, this is how you read the Arabic language. Like they say والمسيح ابن مريم, in the other verse they're starting to say, oh, the wa means it's part of Allah. No, Habibi, no. والمؤمنون, the believers, they believe in whatever comes down from them, from their Lord. Okay, because Allah here is the one who sending revelations to the Prophet, and the Prophet is sending the revelations to the believers. What type of revelations he said sending? Allah's revelations, not his own, not the messenger's own, but Allah's revelations. It says كُلٌّ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ, whoever believes in Allah. Allah, remember guys, the ha is part of Allah's name, but the Rasul, there's no ha in it. So when the Rasul is pronounced in Arabic Rasulihi, with the ha, it means he is going back to somebody. For example, هذا رسولي, if I say to another person, جاء الرجل ورسوله, a man came and his messenger. For example, a king sends a messenger to go, spy, right? So it will be said جاء الرجل. الرجل is the same, okay? جاء الرجل. It's it. The man came. ورسوله. Who's the rasulihi here with the ha in the end? It means that the Rasul belongs to this man. So the man came and his messenger. Okay, and his here is the man's messenger. Okay, so كل آمن بالله. All who believe in Allah. Okay, verb بالله. وملائكته. See he again here. He meaning Allah's angels, and his angels meaning who with the he here. It goes back to Allah. وَكُتُبِهِ and Allah's books. And his books meaning who with the ha. Because kitab in Arabic means a book. But kutubihi means and his books. وَرُسُلِهِ and Allah's messengers. His messengers. Okay. لَا نُفَرِّقُ بَيْنَ أَحَدٍ مِّن رُسُلِهِ. We do not differentiate between any of Allah's messengers. Okay. His messengers here, his is Allah. So these messengers belong to Allah.
Tila. So this last word means one of. So say.
And now watch this idiot explain قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدْ, that ahad means one of. Okay. The ahad means one, and from his own sources, this taqiyya idiot, this son of Mut'a, will bust himself. And I'll show you exactly how. Watch.
Allahu, Allah, the, La, that's the real name, La. That's the real name of the Islamic God, La. The. Qul huwa Allahu, Allah, the, La, that's the real name, La. That's the real name of the Islamic God, La. The, La, right? La, the moon idol. So say, he is the La, right? The La, one of. So this last word means one of. One of what? Why are you not completing this sentence, guys? Is empty.
Completed.
Something here behind. One
Completed.
of what?
Let me show
Continue, Allah. Why are you
you.
stopping?
Let me bust your balls here, bro.
So Allah should have continued here. After this, He should have continued. You should have said Allah is ahad or of something. But
Allah
we don't know
alayk.
what, right? He doesn't
Allah
say
alayk.
it. He's not finishing his sentence. And let me prove it to you guys. Here's an example. Guys, here's an example. Pay attention. Okay, are you with me, guys?
Yes, I'm moving.
Yeah, so the translation in the English, guys, is false. This is false. This is Muslims who are bankrupt doing all kind of gymnastics.
Where are the
So
bankrupts?
if we look at this, pay attention, guys. I wrote something in English here, right? Do you see it? He is one of. Do you see it? One of. And then I did not stop like Allah, right? Here Allah is stopping after one of. So I continued and I gave an example, the disciples, for example, right? The disciples. Let's say the disciples of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. So Allah stopped here. Allah stopped here. Why are you not continuing, Allah? What are you trying to say? Allah is one of what? Then Allah stops here. But I'm the one not being a worse communicator. I am continuing. And I say he is one of the disciples. So
even though if it was إنه واحد التلاميذ, okay, or إنه واحد من التلاميذ, okay, واحد من التلاميذ would be one of the students. Listen guys, how I used واحد instead of أحد. I put واحد here. إنه واحد meaning one من التلاميذ, from amongst the تلاميذ. Okay, here you can say إنه أحد من التلاميذ, okay, or إنه أحد التلاميذ. But watch this idiot expose himself. Watch.
that means he is one of. إنه أحد التلاميذ. التلاميذ in Arabic is disciples. Do you see this Google Translate? أحد. Let me play it, guys. Let me play the recording of Google Translate. Pay attention, okay? Here it comes.
Alright.
إنه أحد التلاميذ.
Did you catch it? Again, أحد. Pay attention to the أحد.
إنه أحد التلاميذ.
Did you catch it?
إنه أحد التلاميذ. إنه أحد التلاميذ.
See? إنه أحد التلاميذ. Or التلاميذ, right? He is one of the disciples. One of. But Allah stops here. Allah stops here. So basically what Allah is doing, He's removing this part. You see it?
Hold on. I'm gonna make it bigger. This one busts you, idiot. This one busts you. Here it says هو. Can you guys see this here? It says هو واحد من نوعه. He is one. واحد did not use أحد. He did not say in هو أحد من نوعه. They said هو واحد. That means he is one of a kind as well. So here واحد they also added of. هو واحد من نوعه. So he is one of a kind. Okay, it's one of. واحد here is also translated as one of. You can clearly see, guys, واحد here is also, it doesn't have to only be أحد. If it was أحد and it's saying that it's one of, then واحد meaning one in the Arabic language can also be defined as one of. Okay, so أحد here is also defined as one. Okay, he's saying that he is one of, that means هو واحد من. Okay, واحد من. So similar, here is one of, and he used واحد. This idiot busted himself. So he's saying that if it says قل هو الله واحد, and he's saying that واحد means one of as well. من. Also, you can see here, he is one of my best friends. You guys can see واحد here and أحد here. إنه أحد أفضل أصدقائي. Okay, إنه أحد أفضل أصدقائي. He is one here is used as أحد of my best friends. Here it says he is one of a kind. Here the word is not used as أحد, but it's واحد, meaning one. So أحد and واحد are the same. They are one. And واحد, if he's trying to say that, he can't prove it because it says he is one of. واحد here is one of. أحد here is one of. But in the Arabic language, أحد can mean he is one. So the he is one. Okay, he is one. He is the person that is, هو أحد أصدقائي. Okay, he is one of my friends. So he's a friend, but he is one. He is one. Okay. If you say to someone, he is my best friend, how many best friends you have? I only have one, for example. He is my best friend. Okay, or he is one of my best friends, describing as one. So similarly, you can see is if Allah also used قل هو الله واحد, it can be also واحد من. Okay, this is according to him. But in the true Islamic version, he is not واحد من, he is not أحد من, he is one alone. This is why the word أحد is used. أحد is the one used. So إحدى عشر. إحدى is one. إحدى عشر means 11 in Arabic. عشر means the عشرة meaning the 10, and إحدى عشر meaning above the 10. So إحدى comes from the word أحد. إحدى means one. عشر is a different thing. Similarly, أحد, the day of the week, the first day of the week is called أحد الاثنين. الاثنين is Monday. الثلاثاء, the third day, is what? Tuesday. So al-Ahad in Sunday in Arabic means al-Ahad or Ahad. Ahad means one, number one day of the week. Ithnain means Monday, the second day. So it's two. Monday is called two in Arabic. So similarly, this guy doesn't know anything. There can be Sunday. It cannot be called Sunday. Cannot be called أحد من الاثنين. That's the stupid claim. Now anyway, I'm gonna just explain something. If we go to القواعد العربية in Surah Al-Ikhlas, meaning قل هو الله أحد. أحد in the end is خبر مبتدأ مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. I don't think this guy knew that. Okay. الله is لفظ الجلالة مبتدأ مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. Okay. هو ضمير مبني على الفتح, meaning in the واو there is a فتحة in the end. قل is فعل أمر مبني على السكون. فعل أمر, okay, مبني على السكون. So that means قل mean go and say, meaning it's a verb. So I don't think this guy knows anything. If you say جاء واحد من الرجال, one of the men came. But it's specifically not talking about all the men, it's specifically talking about one. So that means one came. One. جاء أحد من الرجال. Okay. جاء أحد من الرجال. So one of the men came. Similar thing. If he uses أحد or واحد, جاء واحد, which is من الرجال. واحد, the da has a dhamma. أحد in قل هو الله أحد as well has a dhamma. واحد and أحد mean the same thing. You can use them in different sentences, they will mean the same thing. And you can use them in another different sentence, they will mean the same thing, just like in قل هو الله أحد. So if you say قل هو الله واحد, say Allah is one. قل هو الله أحد, say Allah is one. Okay? As I said before, you can use it in the first sentence. جاء واحد من الرجال. One of the men came. I used واحد, I did not use أحد. And it still means one of. And then I say جاء أحد من الرجال. جاء أحد من الرجال. If it says قل هو الله أحد من الإله, that means one, Allah is one of the gods, but it stopped at أحد. So that means Allah is one. But if I continue the sentence using أحد or واحد, I will get the same result. If I say جاء واحد من الرجال, one of the men came. واحد من, as you can see, one of the men. If I say جاء أحد من الرجال, it's the same thing, one of the men came. But because I added min, okay, I don't say, I say جاء أحد من الرجال. It's قل هو الله أحد, not أحد, not أحد. It's قل هو الله أحد. قل هو الله أحد. The dhamma is pronounced differently as well. Allahu is one. It did not continue. But if I say جاء أحد الرجال, that means one of the men came. أحد, I did not say أحد, I said do. So now it changed the meaning. Okay? But if I say جاء واحد من الرجال, that means one of the men came. And if I say جاء أحد من الرجال, one of the men came as well. It means the same exact thing. Because I continued the sentence. If I say جاء أحد إلى بيتي, if I say جاء أحد إلى بيتي, one person came to my house. Not say one of the persons came to my house. I said جاء أحد إلى بيتي, one person came to my house. Okay, but this is how the deception of Christianity works, guys, because these people areas don't know Arabic. Okay, young, small, low puberty or anything, your daughter, doesn't matter what age she is, the wife of your boyfriend or your friend who is as your own soul, so he's so dear to you that you love your friend so much, he secretly entices you saying, let us go serve other gods which you have not known. Neither.
Yeah, so he's talking about people, guys. Let me go back a little. So it's talking here about the punishment for apostasy, right, guys? Are you with me, guys? This is the Old Testament, right? This is Deuteronomy 13. Are you with me, guys? Hello? Give me a one in the text if you are with me, guys. You're with me, right? Apostates, right? But Abdul, let me show you your ignorance about the Holy Bible. Guys, this Abdul is so stupid, right? He's so stupid that he does not know the difference between the Old Covenant and the New Covenant, right? Christians know this. Jews know this.
Okay, so let's see this idiot. Let's expose this idiot right now. Is the Old Covenant from Yahweh the same God of the New Covenant? Is the Old Testament revealed by Yahweh the same exact thing as the New Testament? Is it revealed by one God or different gods? Of course, one God, the same God. The God of the New Testament is the same God as the Old Testament. Here it says only with the Israelites. Okay, so God was only able to kill Israelites. So your God was a racist. He killed the Amalekite babies. He stoned apostates in this one. What happened after our new covenant is with all mankind. Look at their deception. So including the Israelites. So God became more merciful. Also to the Israelites, because it says all mankind. What's the difference between all mankind and what's the difference between Israelites? Your God ordered that the Israel, the covenant of Israelites that if a person becomes disbeliever, you should be stoned. This is God ordering you, the Israelites. So is your God who ordered this in the past, not the same God as today? Of course he is. So you're trying to say that your God also contradicted himself in both testaments, and that he was a liar. Because remember, stoning apostates in the past was also God's rules. He's ordering it. He's the all-knowing. He knows. And he ordered people to kill apostates. Nice one. And ordered people to kill babies and kids. And your son, if he's a child and he does not want to worship the same God, does not want to worship another God, your God says, kill him in the Old Covenant. But here, no, don't kill him. Be merciful to him. So your God was a complete liar. What about the justice? He did not give these people, these little babies, he did not give them freedom, but here he gives them freedom. What type of justice is this? You son of mut'ah, ya Rob Christian, ya hayawan.